Hey guys, JToads here. Welcome back to another video. It's just going to be a little short one. Before I get into this trade today, I just want to go ahead and go over this. So this was last Friday, taking on the NASDAQ 100. I took two trades. The first trade wasn't like a bad trade. It just didn't go my way. Uh, and then I took another trade half risk. It was a dumb trade, FOMO, whatever. And so I lost that. Um, I was so angry with myself. Went the whole weekend, didn't do any trade recaps, cleared my charts and stuff. So it's not really any trade recaps I can do. But yeah, um, this is a trade I took today. Uh, De-risked, high impact news, and plus considering I was only 1.7% away from blowing my account. I think stopped my de-risk a good bit. So, I de-risked quite a bit. Um, Anyways, sorry, my dogs are in the background. And hold on. Sorry about that. I had to shut my door and stuff. Anyways, so simple trade today, really. And entered off of a 5 minute inverse to the upside. After filling higher time frame PDUA or higher time frame for value gap, sweeping Asia lows and everything. Set my entry at that. The reason I lost this was just a bad stop loss, and I'll go over that now. Just rights, correct analysis, de-risked, wrongs, dumb stop loss estimate, kind of a dumb trade, just the way I did it and stuff. So let's go ahead and pull this up. So it's on the 1 minute time frame, of course. As you can see, it's a 5 minute inversion. Anyway, so let's talk about it. So right here we made some major lows. We had some London and Asia highs right here. So what we do, we swept these lows, filled this hourly for value gap, right? And then price ripped to the upside, right? Sorry, trying to find market open. So this is market open right here. Price kind of trickled to the downside. We had a big manipulation move. Swept liquidity. Uh, had I gotten the charts 20 minutes earlier, this would have been a magnificent play right here off of this inverse right here. Entry, magnificent play to take this high. Mainly target this high, but probably have multiple TPs. Um, and we'll go over why that didn't happen. Well, I just didn't enter that trade. I wasn't on the charts. So let's go over this trade. Obviously, so this is a pending order. Set my entry at the inverse right here. Have my stop loss below these lows. As you can see, the problem here. Barely filled this hourly for value gap. Stopped me out. Price started trickling higher again. Let me find that 3:55. So that's 4 o'clock window, which was that's 5 o'clock. So right here. So this probably would have been a time where I closed all the consolidation and then a sudden move up like that without a proper manipulation to the downside, filling this value gap. I would not have felt comfortable staying in this trade because it's a classic lower time frame accumulation, manipulation, and distribution move. Obviously it didn't affect it that much, but whatever. So this is probably where I would have closed, and I would have been happy with this close. Still at one point, I would have made about $75-ish off of this, which is perfectly fine. It's better than losing $50, which is what I did today. So that was the trade I took today, guys. I don't know. It just seems like I'm just gonna kind of spill like my thoughts right now. Like this doesn't look good, man. Like here, you go to my paper trading, right? I'll admit the month of May was not my greatest month, but April, that was a great month. March, great month. February was my worst month. But 2 months of straight profitability, right? I was doing good. And I just think that I just seems like right now I'm just like I've lost my edge almost. And but in a way I think I have, because one of the biggest things that I've learned about being a day trader is that your life outside is going to reflect your trading life, right? Now my life outside is pretty good. It's summer right now. I just graduated, all that stuff. But I'm just kind of working right now and hanging out with friends. But if I'm being completely honest, I think I put trading on the back burner. Cause like just the other week, I took a whole week off and I didn't even feel the need to trade at all, right? And I get so mad when I take these losses, but I'm not putting enough effort in to actually make wins. You know what I mean? It's like I learned my edge, I got the account, and I got cocky and was like, yeah, I can just kind of do whatever I want now because I know I'll pass the account, and that's just not the case. So, I'll be honest, I've gotten sloppy. I don't have to be at work till 11 a.m. or 1 p.m. most days, so I've been waking up at 9:30, 10 a.m., missing entries and not not taking proper time to analyze the markets, not taking proper. I think one of the biggest things is not taking the proper time to just sit there and learn, right? Like, I told you guys my mentors are TGR and Justin Moreland, right? TGR for Ed, Justin Moreland for psychology, and I'm being honest, I don't think I've watched a single video from them in ages, right? It's just like I kind of lost the intent to learn, I guess is the best way I can put it. So, two things I think I need to do if I want to clean up my trading, or three things, is one, come into markets with a clear mind, right? And understand that, I'm not going to take trades every day. I feel like I kind of already understood that because I can go days without trading and not really care, but not in a good way, in a way that I'm lazy or sloppy, not in a it's not following my model edge like way. The other thing is waking up early. Like I said, I've been waking up at 9:30 a.m., 10:30 a.m. I need to start getting up at like 7:30, like 7:30, like I was, right? I'm still going to the gym and all that stuff just fine, but I don't know. Like it's like I'm more disciplined with work and the gym and everything else than I am with actual trading, which is the thing that if I'm being honest, is I believe is going to save me, right? Because the idea of you know, going to college. I'm going to college, but the idea of going to college for 4 years, getting a mind-numbing job in an office or whatever after, and working 40 years before I get a pension or whatever, or a retirement, that that doesn't sound like life to me, you know. And I know that trading can give me this life, but if I'm not prepared to sacrifice my time now, right, and sacrifice, the fact, like, yeah, I get it this summer, but if I'm not prepared to sacrifice some of my time this summer to really bring up my trading, then how can I expect my trading to ever bring me out of the life I don't want, right? And then the third thing is just kind of get back in the groove with learning. Um, you know, I mean, I've told you guys I have my notebook over here that has I was doing like 4 TJR videos a day and stuff back in December, and like I was just so eager to learn. Like it was one of the highlights of my day. I always did it the morning before I went to school or work or something. Right? I would get up at like 6:30 in the morning and I'd sit there for an hour and just watch these 4 TJR videos, and you know uh, and then I'd just go to school and stuff. Right? And I want to get back into that. Now I'm not saying like watch that many videos, but you guys have seen it. Oh, this is the news that came out earlier, by the way. You guys have seen it. Right here we have this webinar from TJR and Justin Moreland. Right, we have this 5-hour course from TJR that I've never finished. We have not sure what that is. We have the Trading Transformations by TJR, which I have not even started. Right? It's like I've had all these things in my tab for literal months now, and I have not taken any initiative to even sit down for 20 minutes and start one of these videos. And honestly, I think that's reflecting in my trading. Right? I've gotten sloppy, I've gotten lazy, I've lost my vision. Well, I haven't lost my vision, but I've lost the ambition to do that vision. And this is where discipline's going to come in. I have to understand that if I want to get this future that I want, if I want to make trading work, then I have to put in the work. I have to keep learning, I have to keep well, kind of keep forward testing, obviously, keep back testing a bit and stuff, and also I want to try this new method that I heard, not heard, that I saw someone talk about online. Right, they were basically saying, right, what they did and what they had their clients do is they basically, have them create a new paper trading account, right, or reset the paper trading account, whatever, and or not paper trading, replay trading, right. And basically, the idea is I'm not going to leave my seat. until I either hit my max drawdown that I would on a funded account, or hit my the phase phase profits, right? Like for me, max drawdown is $800, and the TP profit target is $800, right? Sit down and just simply paper trade, or sorry, and backtest until I hit that $800 drawdown or $800 profits, right? And apparently this guy had, you know, these people do it, uh, almost every day, right? And if they couldn't do it every day because they have work or something, well, they would continue trading throughout the week, and then on weekends they would spend hours. Like sometimes it would take them 2 or 3 hours the first few times on weekends to do it, right? But then they would start to understand their ads. They would start to understand what they're seeing and stuff, right? And then, you know, soon it would only take maybe an hour, right? And then start doing that throughout the week, right? And just get better and better and better. Now, I'm not saying that's going to be my saving grace right there, but I am saying that I think I'm willing to give it a try. And when I say willing, I mean like I need to have the discipline to sit there and give it a try. You know what I mean? Anyways, I think I've kind of bored you guys enough now. Um, I'd like to thank you guys for sitting here and watching me babble for the last, I don't even know how long, maybe 15 minutes now. But, if you guys liked today's video or tonight's video, please like and subscribe. If you have anything, please leave me in the comments, and go follow my Instagram link in the description. I still do post there pretty regularly and stuff. So, yeah, just thank you guys for sitting here and listening to me babble. I'll see y'all later.